All right. We're waiting to see if we're streaming live here. While we're doing that, up top there to the far side is Mr. David. Next to him is Jose. David is playing, oh my god, it just had a Swift Scar.
I gotta look. Dura.
I know we're playing so many. Who am I this week? Who am I today? Right. And we've got Donald of Clearwater. The Ranger is Jose. I am Fex, the Cyclops fighter. We have Del Najian, the thief. We have Jorge Grimwolf, the paladin. And, of course, our legendary MC Umbromancer. Eloy's running this sucker for us. This is Dragonslayer, Barrowmaze. And we're going to play whether we're streaming or not. Right, Del?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So go. If it's streaming, it's streaming. If it's not, what the heck, right?
Excellent. We'll figure it out. All right. So this is session 3, I believe. And yes. When we last left off, there had been a battle in which one of the henchmen, Rolf, actually it's a hireling, Rolf, the Northman, fell in battle to a Northman's, to a mongrel man's bite, I believe. So there was that body to, the body is there, and I think you found some treasure, and we took care of that. So again, just for reference, and for those of you who are mapping at home, you're standing in basically a 20 room by 20 room, 20 feet by 20 feet square room. You entered through a door in the in the southwest corner. There is a door at the northeast corner, and also a door facing south on the southeast corner. Okay. Right? And so you are taking a break.
Yeah.
After the battle, binding wounds. The torches are sputtering, so it's a good time to refresh them before they go out. So I am assuming that Fimbria and Olwyn, our torchbearers, are getting fresh torches from the pack.
Okay.
That's correct.
So Fimbria takes a torch from Grimwolf, who's down to 5, and
I'm down to
Olwyn takes one from Nagion, and those are the only 2 torches lit, right. Correct?
Yeah, I may carry a torch now that I have a broadsword. I may carry a torch in my left hand, but I don't have a shield, so I might. But I'm definitely using this broadsword now.
Okay. So it's fine. You just let me know when. Okay. If and when more torches are lit. Otherwise, we are assuming 2 torches. And so, balls in your court, gentlemen. You have a dead Northman companion. Nagion has rejoined our group.
We should do something with Rolf's body.
We should maybe carry him to the entrance. And then mayhap we can explore that first passageway to the north.
I say we give him a proper burial.
Let's see here. I'll who's going to carry him, right? I mean, I've got
Garvin can carry him. Garvin can carry him. Garvin.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, so let's backtrack then, right? Back up through.
Yeah, we can go to the entrance chamber. Not upstairs, right? But so we can go up through the doors to the north until we get to the main chamber.
Right. And
then maybe we have a couple of hours still. We can continue exploring before the sun sets on us, before the afternoon reaches us, actually. And maybe we can take that first northward passage.
Yeah. Agreed. Yeah, so we'll load him up and flip the party and begin back through that.
For context, is bringing him back to this room.
Correct.
Yep. Is that okay?
Yep.
And then going up this north passage.
That's what I got.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So,
Let
making
us
your
start
way
a
back.
type of gurney to carry this dead corpse. This corpse.
We'll make a trapdoor.
Yes, now we can die in peace. We've been able to make our trivia, right?
Yeah, as long as we do that, it's a.
We just play to get to that moment. Then it's gravy, right?
Yeah, we just check boxes, right? So, so making your way back is easy. You've mapped this territory already, and so it's not even that far. It's barely what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's 120 feet.
Yeah.
So it's it's easily traversed even with the burden of the dead body, and it takes you a bit to. Are you leaving the body at the bottom of the rope?
Yeah, the bottom.
Yeah.
The bottom.
Okay. Right. And
We can leave Tarlin to watch over it. The cleric.
to watch over. All right.
Give him his
So-
last.
Yeah.
Late
Give his
rights.
last rights.
Late rights.
Right.
Belated rights, yeah.
That's right.
Okay. So
We've seen enough devilry in this place. If you see that corpse moving, chop off the head.
That's right.
More
Mason.
devilry than coin.
All right.
And take the coin.
all right. So
And then we'll, I guess, head down that north passage.
okay. So once the body is taken care of, you guys start making your way up, same marching order as always, and you reach a door. You kind of had to force this door open. But again, between the two of you, it should be no big problem, right? So, you brace yourselves, you push the door, and as soon as Grimwolf and Fex step inside the room, it is another 20 by 20 room. There is the eastern wall is contiguous with the passage north.
Okay.
So that means it extends, 10 more feet to the west, and so it's a square room. And
I'll
at
look
the
that up for me.
northern wall, directly opposite the way you came in, there is another door.
Okay.
But as soon as Fex and Grimwolf step in, a wall slams down behind you,
There you go.
cutting you off from the rest of the party, who are now outside facing
So the
stone.
wall comes down where the door is.
Yes, it just replaced the door. A stone
Slab.
slab falls down and replaces the door, which means that suddenly you're plunged into darkness.
Right.
Grimwolf and Fex.
Vex, weren't you carrying? Didn't you say you were carrying a torch now that you had?
No, I had.
He said he might. I asked specifically. He
No,
said he
no, it's
might.
not. It's not lit, but I have a free hand for one.
You have a bunch of torches, and Grimwolf
Yep.
has torches in his pack as well.
Yeah, I'm going
Now
to.
it's pitch dark.
So I will, Grimwolf, watch best you can, and I kneel and dig a torch out and begin with flint and tinder to light a torch.
Yes, let us make haste with that.
Excellent.
And
What are the
then,
guys outside doing?
I turn around so I can cover our back down the hallway with my bow, and I say, Najin, think you can get that open before something rips them to shreds?
Yeah, I'll go immediately and start searching the scenes and see if I can find any kind of device or intention.
And I'll look on the floor.
Excellent. Let me check a thing again. If I remember correctly, Nagion is an elf, so he has a 1 in 6 chance to spot secret doors spontaneously, right? And
Wow,
other
that's
things,
nice.
he
Damn.
would have like what, a 2 out of 6 if he searches on purpose. Let me. I had that. Okay, see, passive elf is 1 and 6 only. Everybody else who's doing an active search and it's not an elf is a 1 and 6. But the elves,
2 and 6. Yeah.
the elves and the cyclops
A 1 and
are
2.
2 and 6.
Yeah.
Yes, 2
Yeah.
and 2 and 6. Yes. So that is excellent. All right.
Yep. And I have 40. I have 40-foot dark vision. So.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So
I got
as you're
60 foot, by the way.
as your your eyesight is adjusting and you're pulling stuff from the pack, you see the door that was directly opposite you, north, opens.
Okay. I will bark to Grimwolf. The north door, Grimwolf.
Let us leave this accursed room.
And I'm still chopping away trying to get this lit because I know he can't see. So I need my paladin to have some light. So
Excellent. So, it takes a few tries, right? You spark, and as you see the sparks, Grimwolf, the first spark shows you the open door in front, right? It's a black hole beyond, and it goes dark, it goes sparks again, and you see 2 skeletons coming out the door. It sparks again, it's a bunch of skeletons inside the room. But that's when the torch catches fire.
Okay, so the torch is lit. Yeah, but now I'm, so I've got the torch lit. Is this a stone floor?
It is.
Okay. Damn. All right, well, I'll stand with the torch, broadsword in one hand, torch in the other, and provide light for Grimwolf so we can now see these skeletons. Grimwolf.
And
if we could only get this door open, but we can't do both, so yeah.
What?
so I think at this point we roll initiative.
Okay. Go ahead. You got the screen there.
3.
6, not good. So let me double check this, make sure I have this right.
Damn. I hate to fight a skeleton with a broadsword. I want my sledgehammer, but I can't wield that without putting my torch down. Actually, I suppose the torch would light whether I was holding it or it was laying in the floor, right?
I would think
Yeah.
so, right?
So I may drop the torch where we can see and start to take my sledgehammer out because I can make mincemeat of these skeletons with a sledgehammer.
So I think 2 skeletons move in to attack Fex. 3 skeletons are moving in to attack Grimwolf. They seem to hesitate a bit, but they have rusted short swords in hand, and one has a brass, battered and half-broken shield, but it's still carrying it, right?
Let me ask you a question, Eloy. Are they evil?
Yes, they are, but they cannot touch you if they're barehanded, but if they have swords, they can certainly attack you. So you do have a defense to that, and so does Fex from the protection from evil, correct?
Yeah.
I believe it's
feet.
+1 to your AC?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's +1 to your AC, so that's a very important thing to consider. So let's see the 2 attacking
Damn
threats.
straight.
1 is a 1, so that's really good for Fex. And
My AC's 4 with the protection from evil.
oh, excellent. So it does not; they do not hit you, right? I think one bumps into the other as they're trying to hit you because you're by the wall, right? You got a wall right next to you, and so they slam into each other, and one of the sword strokes go wide.
Okay.
And then, fortunately, it's the paladin's turn.
I don't think
Fex has, Grimwolf has an armor class of 4, but it's now effectively 3. So nobody hits, right? They do not hit you. The aura keeps them away. Some of the blows strike your armor, but you manage to hold them off. And it's your turn.
Damn these creatures to hell!
Oh.
What did you roll?
Very unintimidating too.
That's not going to do it.
All right, with my broadsword, I'll attack the. No, I'm not going to hit with that. 6.
No, 6 does not hit, unfortunately. What is everybody else outside doing? Still looking for...
Yeah. We got to try to get through here.
Come on.
I didn't do it.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm looking, but then I'm rolling. But you're still looking around. Nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
Nagion is doing that, and so is Dura, and Donald is still watching the rear. Correct?
Yeah, that's access, right? I don't think more than 2 guys can work on that secret.
Correct.
Right.
That is correct. And the torchbearers just sort of move to the sides, right, to provide light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So next
we're
round.
going down this hallway, right? Just this.
The first hallway.
Master. Initiative again?
Yes.
4.
And 5. Jeez, not a good day. Not a good day. Yeah, I'm rolling in the open. As per the rule.
I'm like, damn, bro.
Nobody's complaining, man.
No, I'm good to
The
go.
good news.
So with that broadsword
is
and
defending
torch.
himself.
Yep.
Right, he's parrying. with his
Get away, you
broadsword.
foul creatures, you.
And outside you can barely hear the screaming right inside. The battle cries as they try to defend themselves from the skeletal horde.
Oh no!
Oh no, Grimwolf! Grimwolf
Right.
is struck
Uh-oh.
Got 18.
for 3 points of damage.
Damn
One of the
it!
swords manages to cut you.
Uh-oh.
And Grimwolf had was Grimwolf full again? No, he was at 8 hit points.
Yeah, this is tough.
Down to a sad 5 hit points.
That's right.
But good news, it's your turn again.
Let's see. Yeah, another 2.
I still the 12 teetered there for a moment.
It teetered for a
Get
minute.
that die out of
All
there.
right, with my broadsword, a wide stroke, as I yell,
There you go.
"Get back!"
There you go.
18 and 7. 18 and 7
Yes.
damage.
Nice.
Yes. It's 7, so yeah. Okay, one of the skeletons collapses in a
Okay.
heap. It just basically explodes as you hit it, right? It just all the bones crumble.
Okay.
The bad news is there's another skeleton behind it,
Uh-huh.
taking its place.
It's an army of the darn things. Okay.
But meanwhile, outside, I tell our friends, gentlemen, if you cannot find a way to open it, mayhap we can pry it up. I have a crowbar with me.
There you go.
Okay.
I have a sledgehammer, but I'm on the other side of the door.
Yes. So are you abandoning the search? Is everybody abandoning the search for...
I look
not
at Donnell like, you've been sitting there with a crowbar. So I give him the side eye and just like
You're the
hold my
expert,
hand open.
Right.
I will keep
Back out of the
searching
way. Put your back
because I'm not the strongest anyway, so I'll keep searching.
Okay.
Dura is a woman of faith. Unfortunately, it is not rewarded.
Of desperation.
Desperation, right? Well, yeah. One woman's faith is another woman's desperation, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Dora.
So, how many people are working on opening that door?
Well, I'm
Donald?
guessing we can leave Garvin on watch, and I can go up with the crowbar and try to pry it up, because it fell, right?
Yeah.
Right,
And
right.
Maybe we can pry it up from the
The
floor.
bottom. Okay, okay. What's your strength?
15.
15, so that's a +1, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So
I could help him, but it would be a -1. Only got a 7.
Thanks.
nobody wants that.
You're the skinniest help I've ever seen there.
So I do believe that
I'm pushing
that's
the
a,
other way.
that's a 2 out of 6, right?
Open doors? Or bin open doors or bin buyers?
That would be like a 2 out of 6,
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
right?
Right, and I get an extra 1, right?
Yeah.
Because it's
No, I think the base is 1. Oh, no, it is 2 because the biggest modifier is a 3, so it would be 5 out of 6. Yes,
Yeah.
you're correct.
it's
So,
2, and I have 50%.
so it's a 50%.
Nice.
So,
That.
all right, so you crack it open.
Oh, nice.
Right, and so you see some of the light goes in, some of the light goes out, right? So now you can hear the sounds of battle
Yes.
real up close. And we go to the next round. But it's still not open. You're working on it.
Nice. Nice. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Grimwolf, come on.
14. Yeah.
Is it 14? All right, so 14 hits.
Finally.
And you're using what? Your sword?
You're right, sword. Actually, no. Well, yeah, I'm using my sword because I didn't say I was going to use something else. But I do have a mace.
Probably worth using that.
Well, let's use the mace. Whatever.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you would have drawn it. The villages of skeletons. Go for it, man.
That's 2 points.
That's 2 points of damage. So we'll
No,
take that.
3, right? 3.
Oh, that's right. 3.
You're the
3
spell
points
guy.
of damage. Okay,
Yeah.
so you take out one of the skeletons.
Nice.
Right, it was it was missing an arm. It was kind of a frail looking skeleton, and that's pulverized too. But again, 1 takes its place, so you still have 3 attacking Grimwolf, and you have you have 2 attacking Fex.
Okay. All right, here we go. Fex again, drawing back after exploding 1. 17 plus 1 strength, so 18 and 7 again.
Yes.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, so another skeleton
Woo!
goes, flying in bits and pieces, and okay. So this round, Donald is trying to pull the slab up, but it's not enough. He can't manage to raise it higher. So it's you probably got it like a good foot off the ground, but not enough for everybody else to sort of slip under.
Come on, Lazy Bones. Put your back
However,
into it.
Dura does spot a
Oh.
flagstone that has a different color.
Nice.
It seems to be, it's not a trick of the light. It's real, and so when you pry it, it just flips over suddenly, and you can see a lever behind
Oh.
it.
Okay. All right. She'll reach in and grasp the lever and give it a tug.
Cool. So when you do that, immediately Donald feels the stone give, and you hear the ratcheting of chains, and it starts going up.
Nice.
Nice.
But they still get to attack, right? So
I was hoping you
see.
forgot
3.
that. I thought you forgot that. I wasn't going to say anything.
yeah, just almost 3 on Grimwolf, but his powerful armor
Yeah.
manages to catch part of the blows as he dodges the others.
Back I say, friends.
And the 2 attacking Fex. Ooh. Fex had what? Armor class 4?
A 4 with the
4,
protection from evil. Yep.
Armor class 4 is good enough not to be hit by the skeletons. So you guys are holding your own,
Yes, we
your
are.
own pretty well. And now as we begin the next round, right, the stone just rises up, and so we can roll for initiative. As now everybody can see the remaining 4 skeletons. Oh, there we go. Roll again. Roll again.
Roll off.
Oh, we're just gonna climb that ladder. We're just gonna keep climbing that ladder. There it is. There it is. There it is.
You got
Nice.
it. You got it.
All right, so Grimwolf, go.
Back to another round.
Yes, there you go.
There it is.
6.
6 points of damage with the mace this time.
The mace.
Yeah.
Yes, good thing.
6.
One skeleton
Fex.
explodes into shards of bone.
Fex with that explosion and yells, and he notices the door up, and his friends pile in behind him. Loses his focus too. So thanks. I was in the zone until everybody came in behind, right?
It's a big eye, right? So the dust.
I'm gonna rush in. I'm gonna rush into Grimwolf's side. And I still have the crowbar in my hand, so I'm gonna use it like a club.
Yeah.
Yes. Go for it. I think there's actually a damage given for the crowbar in the equipment list.
Yeah, the sledgehammer is 1d8 plus 1.
Yeah, no, but this.
But the crowbar, I think it's like a club, 1d6 maybe.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's in the rules someplace.
Yeah.
And I'll probably put it down.
I don't see it in the weapon.
Crowbar. Oh, it doesn't actually give it damage.
Yeah.
I would have put it down. Let's say 1d4. 1d4 is good.
Yeah, the sledgehammer is 1d8, but you have to go dead last. You lose initiative if you use the sledgehammer.
I have my shield. Okay, so total 15, so that's AC 5.
Yes, you hit.
Eat
Nice.
my shillelagh, and I think he gets 4 hits.
Are you helping
Grimwolf.
Grimwolf?
Because he's got more guys on him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many hits is that again?
4 total.
4 total. All right.
Yeah.
So you do manage to hit the skeleton, and some of the rib bones fall off, but it's still standing. This is a fairly
Beefy.
well preserved skeleton, right? Lots of cartilage hanging in there somehow.
This one
So
not
anyone
as
else?
dead as the others.
I would
No,
say somebody else.
Dura will watch the rear. She's watching the rear.
Join me.
Dura has done a lot, so Dura's fine.
Major?
Nothing?
No, Nation is hiding behind Garwin.
Oh, okay.
Garwin comes in.
Can Thelonious
Yeah.
take a turn?
We're only so wide in this anyway.
Yeah.
We're
Right.
we're bottleneck.
Okay. Oh, you're running for Thelonious?
Yeah.
Ooh, 17. That hits. What
Nice.
is he using? A sword?
Yeah, he's using a longsword, unfortunately.
So how much? That's 4
7
total?
points.
Oh, 7 points. So it's 4 points. Okay, that's enough for him to
Nice.
actually destroy the skeleton that Donald just wounded. And so,
Nice.
as you're in there, there's only one
This is
now.
how it's done, master.
There's only one facing Grimwolf. And he does not connect because Grimwolf has AC 3.
That's right.
And so the last one attacks Fex. Ooh. But Fex has 3 armor class, right?
Oh no, Fex has 4. So I think you need a 17, but I'm not certain what their HD
he
is.
doesn't. He doesn't hit. That's not good enough for them.
Now,
So-
Garwin, I don't know if you want him to hit from the back, but he has a spear, so.
Well,
Relatively.
it's next round. So
Gotcha.
Let's do initiative again. Yes, the skeletons are going to get one final go. Let's see.
No.
Fex, come on.
No.
No.
Fighting
Grimwolf,
bravely.
Come on. Yo, jeez, Grimwolf.
Double damage. Oh no, no,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh no.
8 points of damage. Oh no!
There he goes.
Grimwolf goes down.
Oh no!
But
Do I still get my protection from evil?
no, that actually
It's fading
goes
fast.
away.
I'm gonna miss you,
Oh,
Grimwolf.
we're at -3, right?
He is at -3,
Right.
but the way it works here,
Stay versus death or die.
right? Don't do that. I wanna. Okay, we'll roll that in 3 rounds, or when somebody gets to you, and
Sure.
we'll see how that goes. It's not gonna make it much of a difference because there's only 2 skeletons left.
Yeah,
All right,
Only 2, yeah.
only
Vex.
2.
Vex,
Vex.
you got 1 skeleton in
Here
front
we
of you.
go. Fex. 7. No. It's not gonna happen. 8 with my modifier.
Oh no, Grimwolf! Yep, that. Okay, I got a 13, so armor class 7.
Armor class 7. That's exactly what you need to hit.
Good.
So 3 hits on that
Nice.
skeleton.
3 hits with a crowbar. So it's staggering back.
Thelonious Master!
The jaw and the maxilla. Thelonious. Yes, he hits.
Nice.
Nice.
At 6.
6 divided by 2 is 3, and then he breaks the skeleton in his rage
There we go.
at his fallen master. But there's still the skeleton attacking Fex.
X.
Who's coming in for that?
The skeleton
We got-
attacking me.
Yes.
Dura, Majan, or Garwin, are they going to do anything?
Garwin.
Darwin.
With his spear.
Or we can roll initiative. What did he roll?
No, you're muted.
6.
20? Looks
Not
like-
good, but
Looks
it's
like a
Oh.
26.
it's not a 4, right? Because a 4 would have hit you. But
Right.
so it's good. It's good. Let's roll initiative for the next
Initiative.
round.
Yep. Cocked.
Oh,
3. Uh-oh. I go
Not
first.
enough.
Oh no. Will I smite another player?
Oh my god!
He rolled a 1 though. He rolled a 1. Damage.
6?
Oh, no, he
6
didn't. He rolled a
points of
5.
damage.
That's on Fex, right?
1.
6 points because they do double
Right.
damage.
That's on
Oh.
Fex, correct?
yeah.
Alright.
Fex,
Ah,
kill it.
Nice.
Grimwolf! I'm coming with you, Grimwolf! No, not yet! Not yet. No. 8. Armor class.
Hey, no.
Well, I don't know what.
Yeah.
Armor
Well,
class
you-
12.
Not you too, Frank.
What's going on back there?
So
Guys are
that's
still-
armor class 6.
Yes. Yes. It does hit.
5 hits.
Nice.
5 hits, and that finally, you crush the skull, and the skeleton completely collapses to the floor. Who
I
goes over to check Grimwolf?
I go to a knee. I drop my torch on the ground and I go to a knee to check my wounds as I'm catching my breath.
So
Mr. Grimwolf.
I raise my voice and Majan, could you help Grimwolf, please? Wanna keep
I'll have
walking?
to leave my way through all of you to get to him, as I was in the extreme back.
Excuse me, pardon me,
All right.
excuse me.
All right, Grimwolf, you need to roll a save versus death or
Easy.
die.
Easy peasy.
Oh,
I'm gonna roll him if he's dead, but we'll see.
Okay, it says 14 plus 2. 16 is the save.
And you make it.
No.
It's 16 or less, right?
higher.
Okay.
You want to run
No,
above.
it's higher. It's higher.
Why is
It's-
it 14
How can
plus
it be
2?
higher? I have a bonus.
So it's
14 and a half
14.
plus
So it's
2.
14.
No, it's a 14,
higher.
but you get a +2 on the die, right? So effectively, it's a 12 or more on the die. Correct?
So you need to roll 16 or higher, but you have +2 because you're a paladin, so you actually...
So it's 14 or higher, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait, let me make sure because the
Yeah, make sure.
Bring out the sound
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, this is kind of dramatic here. We don't want to.
Yeah.
He's dead. No, I'm not dead yet.
Don't want to mislead.
let me see, because it might be different. The saves might be different for paladins, right? So
Yeah.
here we go. So for fighter, barbarian, paladin, and ranger, a death save, you're correct. It's 14 or higher, and you have +2. So all you need is a 12 on the die.
There you go.
Roll the
Nice.
die. There we go.
Easy, done.
You got it.
19.
Oh,
Oh,
me the God's gonna help him now.
Oh, wow.
Oh no!
Nejion is feigning,
no.
concern as he's picking him up,
Looting
But he's
his
looking at
party.
the coinage or looting, different things that might be loose on him.
So let me ask you this, Eloy. Instead of like rolling in Strongbold, who's Grimmel's copycat, can
Right.
Thelonious pick up the sword and
Sure.
and take his
Sure.
role and basically
Sure, that's what they're there for, right?
all right,
So,
Thelonious
And
picks the master
Nejion
up.
brushes his arm away. No! Don't you touch your master as he's doubling down on the anguish.
well, the good news
Poor
The good news
Grimwolf.
is you can have 50% of the XP that Grimwolf had already. So,
There's that.
he's got a little leg up
Little
for the
comfort,
next.
Eloy, but sure. Let's.
Hey, it's better than just roll up a level 1 character. So,
Yeah.
I will. I'll begin to bind my wounds here, and take a moment, get out some food and water, and work on my
Yes.
wounds. So here we go. What is that? 1 hit point. So I get 1 back.
So I'm changing the character name to Thelonious now.
Thelonious.
So
Did I happen to feel anything
let's see.
from his corpse?
Well, does Thelonious allow his master's corpse to be looted mercilessly by his companions?
Oh, I'm not doing it outright. It'll
Grimwolf
be,
would welcome that Thelonious would take his belongings and carry on his legacy.
No, I'm saying because Nejion is talking about looting Grimwolf's
Thelonious
body.
would cut his
So,
arm off.
only if you catch me.
Oh, it's right there, right?
No, I'll be doing this stuff under the, on the down low.
On the down low.
What you do? Move silently.
so I think Thelonious is working on that, right?
Yeah.
So,
Grimwolf, his wounds too great today. He has succumbed. This is a sad day. We must bury his body appropriately.
That's yet another call. You'll have to
I have to
break
change
the
the drawing here. Oh, God.
I shall get my man Owen to prepare his body.
All of this spilt blood will surely attract unwanted attention.
Well, at least we're close enough that we can leave him to keep Rolf company.
Yes.
yes. So, you take a few minutes to rest and return the corpse to the entrance as you did with Rolf. So, as you do that, I suppose, half the party can stay behind and check the room. Right. And the very bad news is that there's nothing here. There's nothing.
Oh, no.
In either room.
My master died for nothing.
For nothing. But, it's an empty crypt. You can see that the room to the north where the skeletons came out, it's an L-shaped room. It basically goes 20 foot north and then 10 foot west. But unfortunately, everything is empty.
So it actually, there's an exit, an elbow exit left, east or west out of here.
No, this ends in a dead end room.
I gotcha.
That is correct.
An L-shaped
Yeah,
room.
Yes.
I gotcha. Okay.
And it just ends there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a hallway.
I will check for secret passages along this end space. I have a 1 and 2. Detect secret doors. With my large eye and dark vision, I start feeling and looking about the wall, crouching. So, if I can...
Yes. So you check, but nothing There
I
seems-
cannot.
this seems
Where
to
did these
be a-
skeletons come from? They could not have just. They were just locked in this space. I can't believe it.
Hey, Jose,
What-
can you hold up your map and point to where we're at? Please.
See that
Are we-
L that ends blindly there?
Northern elbow is
Down
the room
there?
the skeletons came. The skeletons came out of there and attacked everybody in the square room.
Okay.
But you guys, after that, I guess you can move to the entrance. And
This was somebody's
Over the
foul
body.
plan to trap us in this room and unleash these skeletons. Foul. There is intelligence behind such dastardly deeds.
Our elf use their eyes to check as well.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a while to check. A couple of minutes for everybody to check, and right, during that time, Thelonious is putting on the armor and
Donning his master's armor,
right.
swearing the oath.
But unfortunately, there's nothing there.
No crypt unlooted.
That's right.
All right, I'm marking this down as room 7 and 8.
All right.
Works for me.
So by this time, once you finished checking this area, it's about 2 p.m.
Okay.
But you've recently rested. You rested 30 minutes ago, half an hour ago, after the last combat. So, you guys feel you can keep going for a while.
All right, so what say you, my friends? The other northern passage?
Yes. I will extinguish the torch that I had lit, so it's not completely used up. I will have extinguished that. And
So for our controllers' benefit, I redid marching order. Number 1, Thelonious.
Thelonious.
Number 2, Fex. Number 3, Dura.
Oh, Dora, nice.
4, Darwin. 5 and 6 are the torchbearers, Fimbria and Olwen.
Hang on.
Seven.
Dura,
Dura is 3.
yes,
Darwin
Darwin
is 4.
is 4. Fimbria is
Fimbria
5.
is 5. Olwen is 6. Donald
Yes.
is 7. And Najan is 8.
Correct.
Nice. So no more odd
He's gonna
number
put me in
there.
the tail end.
Oh no, he's
That might be-
beside you.
That might be the best spot.
Yeah, he can pivot around me.
Do you want to, Najan? No, this is a serious question. Do you want to trade with Garwin? Leave Garwin behind with me, and you'll be second rank next to Dura. That's doable.
Yeah,
You feel
that makes
all
no
right.
sense.
So Najan is in position 4, and Garwin comes back to 8 with me.
Darwin, all right.
Cool. Okay. So, having rested and recovered a bit, what's next?
We'll backtrack down that north passage back to the main hall, and we'll head west or east to the next north passage.
Yeah, the second north passage.
Yep, that one.
Correct. All right. So you approach that turn, right? And so with your back to the southern wall, right? You're looking straight north.
Yep.
And light is like 30 feet. So as you move north, this passage, you're standing on a 10-foot square, right? So it's, in addition to that, it goes north 50 feet north. It's a
In
passage.
addition to the 30 here, 50 feet more.
Ooh.
Or 50 feet total.
No, it's 50 feet total, right?
Oh,
Not
oh,
counting the square where you're standing on.
It comes to the end of the room.
Gotcha. That's what I got.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, and so there's a door to the north, but so it ends in a door, 50 feet, where Dell is putting it.
Okay.
But that northeastern corner, it's open. The passage goes further east.
Ah.
Going that way. Let me double check what's going on here.
I see.
So let's hold the torch and peer around that corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look down that east passage.
Sure, I got this right. Yes, and so when you look east, not count if you're standing by the door, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not counting your square, it moves east 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, another 50 feet east. Not counting the square where you're at, if you count 10 feet and 20 feet, on the 20 feet mark, there's a door to the north, and there's a set of bars to the south.
Oh.
Like a portcullis, right?
Oh, nice.
Facing the door.
Yeah, so it's the northern door, 10 feet, then the northern door
what
and
I've
the
got.
southern portcullis. That is correct.
That's what I've got.
Skip another 10 feet, and on the next 10 feet segment, there's another door north.
Wow.
And you can see from here that the very eastern end of this passage, it's a bricked up wall. Like it
Brick
looks
wall.
different.
Okay. Yep.
It looks different from the rest of the architecture of this particular section of the crypts, right?
Yeah.
And so, you figure you could take him down with your sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Right, just like you did the sealed doors to the. It'll take some time, but you could actually break it down if you wanted to.
Okay.
It'd make noise, but you can break it down.
First door to the north.
Yes, I say we take everything in its order.
Okay.
So the first north wall door that we came to.
Yes. Take a quick.
And this time only I will push the door. If we get separated, it would be just me separated.
Fix. Before you make such a racket, I call from the middle. I noticed the portcullis. Perhaps it's a sail of some sort. Shall we at least venture forward?
A cell?
Yeah. So
Right here.
the door to that first room is closed, so you're going to have to push it open. That's going to make some noise.
Okay.
Do you want to do
Well-
you want to look through the bars? Because I forgot to mention.
Yeah,
that.
no, he's looking through them now. So, what is it you see, Nagion, beyond those bars?
You see a 40-foot. It's a 20 by 20 room, right? So it's 4 squares. The door is flush. The western wall is flush with the bars, right? So you go straight. Yeah, exactly. And so it's
Like that.
there you go. That's exactly what it is. And it seems to be empty. You don't see a thing.
You seem like a
there.
sail or something, or just
Yes. Yes.
I
like that.
I glanced down here and see if there seems to be another sail.
From not opening the portcullis, all you can see is that it's an empty room.
Okay.
Right?
Oh, I mean down the hallway. Like if there's another similar.
There is no door, right? You would expect, like if the pattern repeated itself,
Right, there'd
there
be
would
another
be a
one.
door.
There's not.
But
Gotcha.
there's no door there. No,
Okay.
there's no door
Gotcha.
there.
Okay.
So
just the bars and
Just the
empty room
bars.
here.
Perhaps
And
no door that we can see.
Right. Yeah, that's what I've got.
correct.
Okay. That's what I've got.
Exactly.
Well,
All right, so
we have basically either explored that, open that portcullis and see if there's anything hidden there, or we have the 3 doors to the north, or the bricked up wall.
Correct.
I'm standing at that first door. It is closed. You said.
Yes, and you can force it open. But,
Well, I'm going to listen at it first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
If need be, I'll help you. I'll help you open it, Vex.
you don't hear a thing.
Okay. I actually will say to Felonius, I will try the door alone first in case this is also trapped.
I shall stand by next to you.
So I'll give the door a push alone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 1 second, please.
And this is the first north door, guys.
Correct.
So we're all on the same page. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
The northwest. Yep.
Yeah.
The furthest west.
Yep.
Furthest west.
All right, so you open the door,
Okay.
and it's an empty room.
Okay.
You don't see a thing, but on the far wall.
How far roughly from the door?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's another 40-foot. I mean,
40-foot square.
20 by 20.
20 by 20. You got it.
Square.
Okay.
Yes, the western
Right
wall is flush. Exactly.
The western wall is flush.
Correct, with the rest of the wall behind it, right? So
Okay.
This is what we got.
Yeah.
that's exactly it. Yes.
And there's a door across from us.
No. What you see on the far wall right ahead of you is there's scrawled in something. It looks like blood, or it's dark. Maybe it's soot, like from a burnt out torch, or something. It says something is following us. Beware the eyes in the dark.
Yeah, I'll step back from the door a bit, blink, and I'll turn to my friends and eyes in the dark. In the wall, I'll point. It looks scorched, as if there has been fire here.
Are there any other scorch marks in this room?
No. So somebody made this mark, and it's in common, which you can read, right? But
And no other doors, you said, right?
but nothing else. Yes. And as you turn around,
Is there any blood? Are there any blood spatters anywhere in the room else?
No.
Else?
no.
Yeah, I want to do an active search around for anything. Y'all's getting kind of miffed at the fact that we haven't come across any kind of
Treasure.
pottery or.
So
valuables.
A pile of gold.
all of you are searching the room, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, I'll take the. Well, yeah, I would
Darwin
check the
and I are
north
keeping
wall.
watch.
Say again. Let's
Darwin
go.
and I are keeping watch.
Garwin, you're keeping watch.
And I got 2 out of 6 active search, so
Correct.
It behooves for me to do it. And 2 people can
Okay.
only search, right? So
Yeah, and I can
Right.
check the north wall with my 1 and 2.
Okay. So as you're checking the room, it clearly seems to be empty. But that's when Donald and who was it, Garwin?
Yes, sir.
You notice 2 points of light,
Uh-oh.
blue light, coming from the south, right from the passage, the big passage that you took to get here. There's 2 points of light, and they're approaching, and they're glowing larger. And as they approach and they reach the light from, I suppose Fimbria's inside because Thelonious is inside. So Alwyn is standing by you, near the entrance. And as soon as they enter the light, you can see that these are skeletons, just like the ones you fought in the previous room, but now these skeletons have a sapphire gemstone on their foreheads.
Uh-oh.
Right? Each has one,
They're worth
and it's
killing.
glowing brightly, right? And so they sort of stop and sort of gather themselves and rush forward.
That means we have company.
And so I think we roll for initiative at this time.
All right.
Arms again.
keep them in the checkpoint back up.
Arms.
Take them out as they come through.
Oh,
Man.
Roll out the welcome call.
The curse of Grimwolf is still upon those dice, I think.
Well, let's see what they do.
Hey, I thought that was bad.
Yeah, we kind of want to let them. Let's. It's kind of like a heavyweight fight. Come on, let's see what you got.
Shoot, I got the competition. Gotta up my game.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, what are you guys doing? Anybody casting a spell? There's no spell casters here. Well,
No.
we got a paladin. We got Thelonious is a paladin, right? Yeah. So
Dora's gonna try to shoot. Dora's gonna try to shoot one of the gems in one of the foreheads.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh.
Calling his shot.
Nice,
calling his shot.
Nice. Yes.
You got nothing to lose but a crossbow bolt.
I'm sliding my broadsword into my scabbard, and I'm pulling the sledgehammer off my back. I am fed up with skeletons, and I go last, but I do damage with this sucker. So
I'm brandishing my master's mace.
Yes.
I'm readying my shield and crowbar, I guess.
Together eye on you.
All right. So let's roll initiative then. And Nagion is hiding behind Garwin, I guess.
Oh yeah, I'm like a little monkey. I'm Master Blaster. I'm on his back,
Right.
there we go.
Oh no, geez, you guys have such bad luck. But I guess it's Garwin in front and
Donald.
I am
Donald, right?
Sapphires though.
It's Donald and Garwin.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so where's my dice? Hang on. What's the damage? Yeah, it's good. All right, so Garwin. Oh, Garwin gets hit
Dadgum, though.
for 4 hit points of damage as the sword slams into him. Where do I have Garwin? Garwin has 6 hit points, and he just got hit for 4.
Oh, yeah, his knees buckle a little bit, but that was
Yeah, and Donald.
Fall back, Garwin.
Oof.
That is,
Donald gets hit.
What's going on?
Oh,
And so he's hit for 5 points.
Ugh.
Jeez.
you want me
Man.
to relieve you a little bit, else? I can roll some.
Who's going to go?
I'm attacking. Chris.
What are you doing? What are you hitting it with a crowbar?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a 17 also on the die, instant karma.
Yes.
And 5 hits.
nice.
5 hits to this guy with a crowbar.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know bones shatter in one of its arms. It drops a shield, right? It still has the short sword in hand, but half the skeleton is gone.
I follow it up with the mace.
Nice. Come on.
To the same skeleton, right?
Yep.
I can't see the die from here.
It's a 13 plus 2. He's got plus 2 to strength, so it's a 15.
He does hit.
And
Nice.
that is 7
7
points
hits.
of damage.
How much?
7.
7 points of damage. All right, so and it's the same skeleton that Donald was attacking, or the other one?
The same one.
The same one. And it's sword? No, mace. You said mace. All right, so
12 hits.
just the bones just collapse to the floor, right? The skull lands, it's sort of looking at you with a glowing sapphire.
One less
gem.
of these beings to worry about.
Who goes next?
I can imagine it's like a fumble. Nagian's jumping on it like
That's
it's a
what I was
loose
about to
ball.
say. That's what I was about to say.
Like it's a loose
I want
football.
to see which way it bounced.
So,
Toward
I'll
me.
take Dora. Take a shot, I guess.
Yep.
She'll go. Let's see here. Well, that's a 16. But that's
Nice.
only going to be his crossbow. Is that half damage to skeletons? I don't know.
It's a 16, but you were
16 to hit.
aiming. Yeah, you were
Oh
aiming
yeah,
for
yeah,
the,
yeah,
for
yeah.
the gem,
So does
right?
that even hit? Yeah, does that even hit? Though?
So it doesn't
Probably
hit
not.
the gem, but I'll rule it hits the skull, right?
Okay.
So it goes through the skull. How much damage was it?
I did 4. Do I get my dex bonus
Yes,
for damage?
yes,
No.
yes, you do.
Do
For
you?
damage?
Wow.
Okay, so that will be 6 points of.
I think you
Nobody
do.
questions.
It
I
says
may be confused with.
it says missile. It says missile to hit and damage.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Dragonslayer
That's
sheet.
awesome. Wow.
Whoa!
But I
That's
just wanted to check.
badass. That's badass.
So
Yeah.
that's 6 points.
Yeah. That's nice.
Okay, that's pretty damn good. So that the thing goes through the skull and blows a chunk of the skull, right? The bolt comes out the back and it just blows out half the skull,
Right.
but the gem's still glowing on its forehead and it's still standing there. Who goes next?
Vex.
Well, I go last, so because I have a sledgehammer. So I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. Am I last?
Darwin and Najan is who we got left.
Darwin has an attack. Yeah, let's go for Darwin. Darwin. 10. No, not good enough. So he stumbles back and he swings with the sword, but he doesn't really connect. I think
Nate John's got his sling out. Okay, so he's going to let a couple of stones loose.
let it fly.
Yeah,
Go for it.
but I am seriously looking for those sapphires.
Not the one I shot.
Gum. 8. 8 hits.
8.
Squat.
Okay, so it doesn't hit. But now it's Fex's turn
Yep.
from the back with a sledgehammer.
So
coming with momentum.
right, the Cyclops comes barreling through, swinging this thing wildly. Oh yeah, Wildly's right.
Where did that die?
It's a little
Done.
too unwieldy. Is this thing? Is it?
Yeah, so
It's pulling me around, right? Yeah.
the weight throws you off, so
Right.
you don't. The skeleton manages to sidestep. All right, so there's one skeleton alive, and these things don't do morale. So
Right.
next round. 2.
Oh,
6. Oh no! But
Donald.
everybody's attacking this guy, right? This is Garwin's.
Yeah, we're like surrounding
Darwin or
this skeleton.
Fex right now. It would be the targets are Darwin or Fex, logically speaking.
Right, because I went last.
Right. So let's be fair about this. 1, 2, 3 goes to Garwin. And it does go to Garwin. Jeez, I think you're about to lose another henchman.
no, it's not.
Here we go.
He's taunting.
Oh no!
He's taunting us,
Garwin,
David.
7 armor class. No,
Yeah.
6 because of the protection from evil, but that is not good enough.
See-
And
Not good.
Garwin gets run through by the
Nobody's
by the
gonna
sword.
want to work
It's like,
for us, man.
oh.
No.
So Fex,
Guys-
instant karma. I know you'd have to go last, right?
I have to because the sledgehammer's too heavy. Yeah, I have to.
So I am
Patient and let go
Oh,
of
wow.
his pocket.
What happened to all your retainers? You guys had a full crew. when you
Yeah,
left.
those are Nagian's hirelings.
This is
Next time, Nagian, hire talented guys, would you?
So I rolled an 8, so I missed.
Oh,
So Felonious, do some felony on him.
Yes, Felonia.
I like
No!
that.
Oh,
Do I got to do it
God.
again?
yes,
You're up.
yes.
Probably won't. Probably won't. I say, Elf, get that sling stone ready. Oh, 19.
Nice.
And 7 points damage.
Oh, nice.
Oh my God! All right, so
That's
you
a hit.
shoot another bolt, but this time you hit the gem.
Yeah.
How much damage do you do?
5 plus 2, 7.
7 points. So the gem shatters,
Oh,
right? And the light from the gem goes out, but pieces of sapphire go to the floor.
Nice.
And so the skeleton just collapses
Oh, okay.
down.
nice.
I thought something else was going to happen.
Hang on.
Don't
Nagion,
Yeah.
you got your eye on the money here, right? So you figure, those shards are still valuable, right? It's just, it's probably not as valuable as the entire
Right.
gemstone, but roughly that's a good 100 pieces of gold
Wow.
for the shards. For the shards, right?
So you have an intact gem and the shards of the other, right?
Exactly. So there was one with a
No, it's 100 for the shards. The intact gem is probably
2,000 or so.
maybe 500. 500 for the whole thing, right? Because the sum is greater than the what is it? The whole is greater than the sum of the parts. Right?
And there are two of those left, two of the full. Right?
No, there's only 2 skeletons. Right?
Oh, right. Okay, sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
So one is intact and it's glowing on the forehead of the skull, right? And the other is shattered by the crossbow bolt that Dura.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna bandage my sword wound.
Okay.
And as I work, I say, gentlemen and lady, I believe we need to head back and hire more swords.
Agreed. I am.
3, Eloy. I went up to.
Yeah,
Numbers
seem to be thinning.
I'm back up to 12 hit points.
Yeah, and I'll point to my currently bandaged wounds, and my condition, and agree. Yes, we should head back. Garwin, we must bring him as well.
I share the shards. Perhaps this will buy us some more cell swords. I'll stand up, but I'm targeting the big one. As far as like tearing the head off the skeleton with the dagger and giving it to Owen to put in the.
Okay, so you pick up the shards first, or you go for the big gem. What's the deal here? Who's
I'm leveraging off the head with the dagger of the full skull to drop it in the bag, and then I'll be pointing out the shards to them, to everybody else, to say,
okay,
these will.
So you start digging into the skull, and it's not popping out. It's difficult to get it in there.
That's fine. I'll relieve the skull from his, shoulders.
Spinal column.
Spinal tap, and
it's embedded. It's embedded on the
whole skull, Eloy.
Yeah.
He's gonna take the whole skull, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can pick up the whole skull.
Yeah,
right?
he's twisting the skull off the body.
All right, who's picking up the shards? Just so I can keep.
That's what I'm going to point out when he says that about needing to get more sword arms.
I'm grabbing Garwin and throwing him over my shoulder to carry Garwin out.
Yeah. So who got the sapphire shards? Just out of
It's looking like Dura, because I'm targeting myself.
Yeah,
Dura recovers her bolt, right?
Yeah.
So so it makes sense that she'd pick up the shards, right?
Okay.
And so
he'll give the elf back his sling stone. Say, here, sir. I think this belongs to you.
So as you hand it back, suddenly the bones on the floor glow, and they start the arms start clawing at Nagyon's feet, and the skull it's moving its jaw, and the bones seem to be reassembling.
From the skull
Smash it.
removed?
Smash it.
Or from the shards?
Smash the
Also
gem.
the skull, not the shards. The skull is
Smash the
glowing.
gem. Smash the gem.
Crush that with your mace.
Oh no! When it starts doing that, I'll throw it and fix. Put your eye on. Now I'll throw it in the corner and crush it with the sledge.
I slam it with my mace.
Okay, so as the bones are reattaching to the thing, right? They all glowing, but you do manage to hit. How much damage did you inflict? 5 points, and so that's enough to shatter the gem, and so the light goes out, and the shards remain.
So now we have two. We have 100 gold pieces in gems. Shattered gems. Another set of shattered gems.
Shattered sapphires.
Sapphires.
This
not boring.
That's an interesting monster, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah. I didn't know what those were.
Great
Yeah,
design.
that's good.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So it draws itself back together. It's really bad news.
Yep. You gotta finish it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll throw Garwin over my shoulder and start heading back toward the main room.
All right. So
as we follow, I tell Thelonious, would it be acceptable for your faith if we lit their pyre here, somewhere in the barrows? It might be dangerous, Because I'm asking Felonious because of his faith, right? I just want to make sure. It might be dangerous for us to have to carry 3 bodies all the way through this graveyard. Perhaps we could say our last rites and burn them.
And here you would choke us out, don't you?
Well, my master's valuables have been retrieved.
No, I don't mean in the barrel. I mean outside. So we go up,
Right.
but
Right.
instead of carrying them all the way back to town, we make a funeral pyre for the 3 of them here.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes, I know. As long as they reach the heavens.
Yes.
Excellent idea.
So we
So,
want to make sure that there wasn't, any rights that
Yeah.
needed to back Grimwolf's ass.
I cannot, Donald, I cannot think of a better place than on the very top of this barrow mound among those stones.
Where they fought bravely.
Yes.
so what I would suggest is there is a rule called funeral pyres on page 284 of Dragonslayer, where you can offer up to 50 gold per hireling and up to 100 gold for a henchman or a PC per level, right? So Grimwolf is level 1.
200 gold. It will be 200 gold, and what would we get in exchange for that?
Right, and so what you get is you get the equivalent amount of experience points, which you can multiply by your individual.
Right.
So what we can do is actually we can put these sapphire shards as for them to have wealth as they go to the
Yeah.
to the happy hunting grounds.
Yeah.
But that's per character, so you can offer 200 each if you have the funds, right? I
Let's
don't
just
know.
do 200. Let's because we don't have that much, and we need to hire more swords.
Right.
Okay, so the idea will be that you will spend the 200 gold for 200 XP and then divide that evenly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
We're robbing
5.
two,
There's 5 of you, so that's 40 XP.
That's what
and you speak
extra
of carrying
each.
it to the afterlife.
40 experience points per person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Per character.
Yes, yes,
and
and
we-
then you
and we-
multiply that by whatever.
We
And we're-
still have the rest
This
of the
game has
price
XP.
animal.
And we're burning the sapphire stones with their bodies. Is that right?
Right.
Yeah, you could do that. You could take them. You could picture that
We're
as
robbing
taking
it
it.
too.
Hang on, you could take that to town and pay for services to be offered
Yeah,
in their
but it's
memory.
cooler to
Right?
burn it with them.
Yes.
So just
you
to
can-
see
you
nature
can-
suffer.
You can justify it in your mind in multiple ways, right? So you sacrifice the wealth right there, offer up prayer services in town, pays mourners, give
Okay.
gold
Sure.
to their widows, right? Whatever it is, you can justify it in the
The only
fiction.
knew
However,
that
they go
Grimwolf
with the
had
sapphire
a
flame. That's fine.
the only knew that Grimwolf used to frequent a courtesan back in town. So he's
There you
going.
There you go.
So he's actually going to give that offering to the needy courtesan. That
All right. So let me check something here.
Nobody carouses anymore.
Right. So fixing that funeral pyre, I figure will take about, the rest of the hour. So it'd be like
Yeah,
Sure.
before we have to set up.
3 p.m. or so.
Words over them.
You can what?
I can say some words. I'm talking to the rest of the guys. I can say some words over them if one of you have to talk. My friends, you fought bravely. You earned a hero's rest. Take a pull at the hell horn for me. Before I get there. That's my speech.
The Cyclops.
Force have half the wineskin on his wineskin on the his former master.
The Cyclops looks at Donald. How can they possibly drink from the bullhorn? They are dead. As the Cyclops does not understand metaphors.
It's in hell.
All right.
Literally.
So
It's not a metaphor, my friend. It's in hell.
I will. You will have to explain this to me again, Donald, once we are in town. I do not understand.
You'll understand it better.
It is appropriate that hell would be where my master would go.
Right.
Oh,
to take the fight to them and carry on.
Nice. Nice. Okay, so
As he looks at Donald, as he chuckles.
so you're standing once again in the Barrowmore, right by the grand mound where you entered, and so I guess we should do the return trip, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Across the moors, and so you have maps made. Yeah.
What I would plot, Eloy, if this is the map,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Well, I would try to plot a course
Uh-huh.
as straight southwest as we can until it meets the road that we already know.
Okay.
So
Okay.
go southwest down those hexes until
Yeah, why can't we just backtrack the same way we came?
because it's a longer route. It's the long way around. We'd have to go this and this.
Right.
And
Right.
we cut to here
Yep.
and go down.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, I'm just asking because, there's things that
I know.
mist obscures. So, okay, so that trajectory is perfect, but you see nothing new, right?
All right.
So you can just...
I'm gonna say we took this cut that I, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You can mark that because you have moved.
Okay.
I don't know
And that way, then we join. We just get south of that first mound, and then we know the route out.
Right.
and then you follow that way down. Perfect. All right. So I rolled encounters and nothing shows.
Okay.
So
We're heading back to town.
correct.
Thelonious walks over to Fimbria and tells her, Fimbria, you shall serve me as you served our master in every way.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Hey, listen, they don't call him Felonious for nothing, baby.
Roll morale.
Polonius, that's right.
Talk about felonious acts, right?
Every little bit he becomes more and more like his
I have this feeling Fimbria is underage.
Yeah, right.
Little felonious action going on here. God. Oh. Just don't detect no evil.
All right. So it takes a couple of hours to make your way back to town. Donald having paid attention when Griff originally guided you to this location, right? So you arrive, I don't know, sometime about 7-8 p.m. Sun hasn't gone down yet. Sunset's usually about 9 at this time of year. It should be about sunset at this time, yeah. And so you see the town, which I forgot to prep the map of, but
This is Helix.
This is Helix.
Helix,
correct.
okay.
This is the township of Helix. And so, let me see real quick if I can do a little bit of screenshot or something just to... It's not the... It's a pretty sweet looking map. There we go. Let me open up some place here to paste it at.
Man, that was rough.
Yeah, that was tough.
A third of the party down.
Yeah. And a paladin to boot. I mean, we didn't lose a thief or a magic user. We lost a paladin.
Hey.
One of those lightweights.
Hey.
Well, lightweight's been rolling like the lightweight's been.
I know.
Like crap.
Yeah, I know. That's right.
Let me see if I
Serve
can.
them right. Serve them right.
The dice, the great equalizer. Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh.
All right, let me magnify that.
Nice. That looks like something Todd would draw. That's nice.
It's
It
really,
does, doesn't it?
it's
Yeah.
It does. It
really
looks
nice.
just like Todd's work. That's nice.
Yeah. So basically,
Oh,
you're coming in from the South Road, having where the Barrowmaze is located in relation to this, right? So there's a bunch of buildings. You pass the mill. You pass this building named 4, to be a general store,
Okay.
right? You saw this on the previous day. Actually, it's the Mercenaries Guild.
Okay.
This is a local business which has developed, recently, given the marked interest in the Barrowmaze following, the first
Okay.
incursions recently, which yielded profit. Behind that is the Silver Standard Merchant Caravan Company with wagons, which goes to the local capital, right? It's a fortified town where the lord of the area, Lord Ironguard, resides. And so there's a caravan headed there, about once a week.
Okay.
Opposite that, this building marked 3 is a smithy. You can see, the sign of an axe and an anvil, and this to be run by dwarves. There's nobody there now, but that's what it does.
Okay.
Moving on, you reach the town square with a well. There you see a chapel to Saint Ig, which is the god of law, right? With a cemetery right behind it.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of big buildings nearby. The building marked 7 has the sign of 3 golden orbs, which is the standard money changer. It also says, for those who are literate, it says the Rosy Quartz jeweler and money lender shop.
Okay.
The big building marked 8 is the Brazen Strumpet Tavern,
There you go.
which doubles as an inn as well, where you can stay. And the building named 2 is the general store, right? That's Turgan's Trade Goods.
Okay.
The 2-story building behind it is a gambling hall. And it is called the Foul Pheasant. Let's see, what else? In the distance, you can see number 10 is a tower where strange lights, you can see strange lights as sun sets, right? Coming off. And you've heard there's a wizard in this town.
Okay.
And that's clearly where he comes from. And the rest of the village is, basically just huts and
Sure.
and other buildings.
Locals. I will
Right.
go to when we break off here in town. I will head over to the chapel to pray, and to maybe leave a gold piece or 2 in the name of our fallen brethren.
Right. And so,
As I am a follower of
In
Saint
my-
Yig.
in my master's tradition, I shall go to the Brazen Strumpet and look for the wayward sheep.
the bells in the shrine are actually ringing as the service
Okay.
is beginning, and so you see town folk going in to the church.
Okay.
I shall tend to the sinners.
Thelonious is going to tend to the sinners at the tavern. What are the rest of you looking to go?
I'll attend the service at the church.
Just so I have an idea, right? So we can run this.
Well, I offer to go with Najon to the gemstone money changer guy place so that we can sell our stuff.
All right.
It's
All
all
right.
right.
With
No,
the post.
when they're carrying, you can go get festive. You deserve it.
Yeah, I want to head to
Make sure.
to the tavern or whatever to listen to hear if there's any other rumors of any sort going around, or to see if there's any other adventurers that maybe got lucky that I can kind of eavesdrop and see what they found out.
Very well. Come with me.
I shall.
We shall pay a visit to the eponymous brazen strumpet.
All right.
Sounds good.
So, as
Just for clarity, Nagin, I'm not coming to watch you. I'm coming to help you. You no longer have men at arms protecting you, and you'll be carrying money. It's a dangerous town.
I look at him and shrug my
Yes,
shoulders.
yes.
I'm not going to argue. You know what I mean?
Do not presume to be immune to the affairs of the flesh.
No. My concern is that he's gonna get mugged, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about. I mean, we come straight from the dungeon, so maybe a guy in chainmail and heavily armed can.
Yeah.
So as you're approaching the money changers, the door opens and there's this very well dressed halfling coming
You
out.
are in
Right,
trouble.
So he's
Is his name
hair is
Trotter?
combed.
Yeah, what's his name?
Is it Trotter? Because if it's Trotter, we got a problem.
Is his name Trotter?
No, he looks at you and says, "Good evening, gentlemen.
That's good.
I am HHR Huff and Puff. I'm
That's worse.
I'm the proprietor of this establishment.
Really relation to Trotter?
Yeah.
Trotter, I have a cousin named Trotter. But,
There you go.
You got a horse named Trotter.
Are you headed to the service right now? Are you interested in doing some business? How can I help you?
I'll look both ways and kind of over my shoulder at Donnell and business, if you please. Shall we do this inside?
Of course. Come in.
More
So he
appropriate
leads you
than on the
inside. He leads you inside. He had a lantern in front of the establishments, right? So he brings it inside and uses it to light other lamps, and it's a very posh place, right? It's very clean. It's very nice looking place, and he has a counter, and so he steps behind it and climbs up on a high stool, right, and sits behind a counter and says, "It's not much, but we're here for, are you interested in jewelry, money lending? I offer competitive rates in case you need a loan, or how can I help you?"
Oh, I'm interested, but it's more how I can help you. Donnell, do you mind watching the door? And then I'll take a sack from Owen and set it down, and I, remove the items like one at a time and set it, but with my finger pressing on it.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
so you had the 2 amphorae that you took worth 50 gold each, and you had the gold necklace with the jade scarab worth about 100 more, right? So that's 200 pieces of gold. So, Huff and Puff appraises it and offers you...
Wait.
Yes.
We also have a silver ring.
You have it.
You have
the
it.
silver ring.
You pocketed
And there's
that.
a brooch and a necklace with a pendant from Scolius. Maximus.
Yes.
Scolius
Yes.
Caesar.
Yes, but Nagion only has what I mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now,
The
Fex did turn around and he had me on the tip of his.
Yeah,
his,
I gave the gold necklace to
pendant.
Nagian.
Yeah.
Right.
From the tip of my trident, yeah.
Right, that's why you have the gold necklace with the jade scarab and the 2 amphorae.
Right.
Right,
Gotcha.
that's what
If you
you
want to-
have yourself. You can.
Yeah.
There's more stuff, right? So the whole. He looks at it and says, "This is a good This is a good quality items. I know collectors would be interested in this stuff. I can offer you 180 pieces of gold.
180. I'll kind of look at him and I want to impress upon him that these are indeed rare, and then I'll try to illuminate the piece, especially the brooch or the necklace, basically.
Okay.
And the markings on the thing. So I'm going into salesman mode. So that would be what charisma is 9. So
all right. So it's not that hot, and so he looks at you and he says, "I'd be willing to go as far as." No, actually, he doesn't. He's like, "Look, this is a fair rate. I'm offering you 90% of the worth of these items. I gotta make a commission. I think these rates are fair. You can ask around in town. This is the best you're gonna get if you want."
Got the monopoly.
Well,
okay, I'll feign a little bit like I'm kind of whatever, and then shove it forward.
Right. So he gives you 180 pieces of gold for it. Now, the beauty of the game, right, is that you got the gold. If you spend it appropriately, right, you make more experience.
Yeah, you can double your experience.
But he does have the commission, right, at 10%. So that's his commission. Donald, are you interested in selling something?
Of course, yes. I put down the ring and the loot from Scolius Caesar.
Okay, so,
I'm kind of looking at Donnell surprised that you managed to get that past me.
Yeah, so he's willing to give you 45 pieces of gold for the ring. Again, you thought it was like 50 probably.
Yeah.
Assuming it's a normal ring and nothing else, that's a fair price. And the necklace.
The brooch and the necklace, you said they were both about 100 gold. That's what you had said.
200.
Yeah.
So he offers you 180 pieces of gold for that.
All right. So 225
done. I say as we're about to walk away under my breath. Shall we go join the slag and the rest of our company? Seems I owe him a glass of clabbered milk, and I'll laugh and clap you on the back.
I can have some whiskey.
Yeah. So, the service is ongoing, Fex, and you can see it's a human male, clean shaven, right? He's doing a standard service of Saint Ig, and he has 2 acolytes. One is a thin, plain-looking woman, young, early 30s, late 20s, and also a very ugly man with, a protruding jaw and marked canine teeth. It's a half orc, which it's unusual in this region. Except you do know Dura, but you don't encounter many of those. But you can clearly see the orcish features on this other acolyte assisting.
Okay.
Among the parishioners, there's a lot of simply dressed townsfolk. You can see 2 gentlemen who look better dressed than the average commoner. You recognize one as Turgan, the owner of the general store, who also runs the Silver Standard Caravan Company.
Okay.
And he's sitting next to and occasionally, whispering with the other well-dressed gentleman, who you know as Osen, who is the man who runs the mercenary guild. And so these are, as far as you know, 2 of the
Gotcha.
or at least some of the wealthiest townsfolk.
Okay.
Let's see. You also notice a very well-dressed man, again, late 20s, possibly early 30s, which you do not recognize, but his clothes are exceedingly fine.
Wow. Okay.
And so this, you've only seen clothing this fine either on an extremely wealthy merchant
Right.
or nobleman.
Okay.
Right? And you can see that there's a couple of guards in livery next to him. He's sitting next to a also finely dressed man who is not that finely dressed, right? And
Right.
they're also whispering every once in a while, and so this is a fellow with a very long nose, and they seem to be constantly chit-chatting as the service takes place. So
Okay.
at least those people clearly stand out at you
Okay. Okay.
as the service goes on. Entering the tavern, however, is Thelonious and Dura. You immediately spot the barkeep. It's a fellow with a rather big nose and always a smile on his face. Grayish blonde hair. And he welcomes you, cheerfully when you go inside. Immediately he's like, "Hey, welcome. Come inside. What would you have to drink?" And you know this as Bolo, the barkeep. Jose's name is Bolo.
Bolo?
Bolo.
Yes.
Be on the lookout.
Because we have a friend named Bolo. That's why it's,
Yeah. I
hilarious.
can him already, and Bolo would
Yeah,
make a great
exactly. That's it. That's the barkeep. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's 3 tavern wenches. There is one with blonde hair and taller than the others, clearly of Northman extraction. And then there's 2 other smaller females. You've heard their names tossed about: Merida, Tacy, and Urgrit, who is the blonde northerner.
Now, which one of you is the so-called brazen strumpet?
Well, that's more poetic than anything, says Bolo from the bar. It's
Well, then, let me ask a different question. Which one of you had dealings with my former master, Remove?
The girls don't seem too impressed with your attitude, but the barkeep says, I believe he frequented the Foul Pheasant more than this establishment. If that's what entertainment you're seeking for the evening.
I seek not entertainment. I seek restitution for my master's dealing.
For your master's what?
Dealings.
Dealings.
Yes.
This is up.
I need to give that. Remember the money that fights. To give
No,
it to
that you said that you gave to the wench. Yeah, okay. So he's like, look, you'll have to take it up with the folks at the Foul Pheasant.
Any other patrons in here?
Yes, there's a bunch of people. Bolo says you'll have to take it up with Mistress Ticklebottom, who runs the Foul Pheasant. This is straight. This is raw, man. This is straight from the book.
No, Eloy, I believe that you come up with all of that. Ticklebottom, and
Yeah,
that sounds like you, brother.
yeah. It might.
HR.
There is a
HR.
group of dwarves sitting at a table,
Uh-oh.
right? And there's like 4 dwarves sitting at the table.
Oh.
There's also at least 3 more men sitting down, and Griff, your guide from this morning, is also seated at a table.
Do any of the seated men look like the group that we encountered?
Yes,
In the barrels earlier?
you can see in the table with the 3 men on it. One of them is the guy who approached you and said, get out of here. This is not good. And so, and he's sitting there talking to the other 2. And so, he looks up when he sees you, and he sort of squints when he sees you, and he's, trying to place you. Is this the person I ran into?
I'll approach the table.
And when he sees you approaching, he stands up and he says, "You made it! You made it outside! Did you lose many people?" And his voice sort of drops a little bit. Did you lose many friends?
I look at Felonius, kind of give him a slight shake of my head, and I turn to this man and I say, "No, we came out fairly unscathed due to our skill and the knowledge of our compatriots."
Those of us who actually made it out, yes.
Why?
And so
Why do I bother?
the man, one of the men sitting beside him goes, You see, Leaf, you just have no, you're not professional enough. I tried to hire you, and your attitude is no good. Look, these men made it out. These folks made it out. He says, I know, Osric. I know.
I say, how was your score? You come out laden with jewels and gold, and I kind of look, to see have they been drinking long, or he's got a lot of drinks, or are things looking kind of sparse.
Things are looking kind of sparse, and he says,
Okay.
"Well, we came out with a handful of coins." He says, "I'm Leaf,
Okay.
lucky Leaf Somervale," and so he
Lucky,
said, "Well,
huh?
not so lucky as of late. We did come out with a few coins, Have a drink here," and he signals to Urgrit.
I look at Felonius and shrug my shoulders. Do you wish to partake with these men?
I will share a drink with these men.
Okay.
Share in their tale and see what else they may have to. Perhaps offer a prayer for some coin.
Remember loose lips.
So, you sit down. The other men are introduced as Osric of Willowdale, who seems to be the guy organizing the band here, right? Osric of Willowdale.
He's the tour guide, basically.
He's more like the employer, right? So he's the guy trying to get the whole band to go.
He's the
delving,
manager,
right?
Okay.
He's the manager, and the rest is the reluctant help, which the other is introduced as Arcus the Arcane.
Okay.
A wizard of some renown. You've never heard of him, but that's what he claims. So,
that's what he
and so as you drink and make small talk, you gather that Osric was trying to get this band here, but it seems to have disbanded. Mm-hmm. So Osric is clearly a warrior. Leaf is a lithe figure dressed in leathers, right? And so you figure he's either an assassin like you, or he's a thief, right? It's one or the other. It doesn't look heavily armored like to be any sort of warrior. Arcus the Arcane again pretends to be a wizard, and
I'll ask Leaf, or no, I'll ask Osric. I'll point towards the dwarves at the other table, and I'll say, have you any idea what their story is?
Sadly, yes. There's you can see the dwarf with a slightly, with a graying beard. That's Karg Barrelgut. That's the smith. from the axe and anvil outside, and the younger brown-haired dwarf is his apprentice Gurn. We hired the heavily armored dwarf with the black beard beside him. That's their cousin, Killer Kelg Barrelgut, dwarven warrior. But it seems he's not too happy with how things turned out. And lastly, the dwarf with the one eye we hired as well. That's Bori, son of Thurmund, cleric of a dwarven deity, Thaindur? Thaindur, yes, that's the holiest god, the greatest god amongst the dwarven.
Holiest.
I'll take a swig of my drink and then I'll say, did he have two eyes?
Before.
He laughs. He laughs as you say that. He says, no, he came with one eye.
Okay.
But we were in need of a priest. They're always handy to have around. So
I'll lean over to Felonius and say, do you think it's worth our time and money to take on some of these men here, and maybe even, dare I say it, the dwarves?
Let us examine the quality of these men. I do a detective on them.
Nice.
No.
I kind of lean away as he does this. I want to give him room,
I put my hand on one of them as I perform this ritual. I
told you to let me know every time before you do that.
This one
make me nervous.
This one is not it.
Yeah, they
get
don't.
jumpy.
They don't seem to be hostile in the least, and so as this happens, the service finally comes to an end, right? And the townsfolk start making their way out, and by this time, the business is concluded, right? So Nagion and Donald are coming out, and you can see the townsfolk leave. Everybody waits for the bigwig, right, to come out.
I will. I'll sidle up to one of the locals and with a silver piece ask who is that man with the guards in the fine clothes.
Oh, thank you. That is our Lord Crothos.
Lord Crothos.
Yes, he's the son of Lord Kell Ironguard. Lord Kell is lord over this entire region. But his son, Lord Crothos, has been appointed by his father as regent of this township.
Okay.
He visits us frequently. But we don't see him that much around. I suppose he and his advisor are headed to the gambling house as usual. And his wife beside him starts frowning when he mentions the foul pheasant.
Right. Okay. Yes, he does not. He stands out here like a single hair on the top of a bald man's head.
Oh, yes, but, he comes to the service at least whenever he's in town, so do most of the town folk.
Okay. I thank him and I bow, and I'll head toward the front of the chapel and just bow to the priest that oversaw the services and his acolytes, and I will drop the 2 gold pieces in the offering box, and please say a prayer for Grimwolf, Garwin, and Rolf. They lost their lives earlier today. mention them, please, in your prayers.
And so the head of the church here, right, is Brother Othar, and he nods grimly when you say that, and he says, "Of course, we will mention them in our prayers." Brother Gamdar, and the half orc, bows at you as with a collection box where you've put the money, right?
Okay.
And Sister Sela and Brother Gamdar and I will offer up prayers. Tell me, you must be one of these adventurers who ventures.
Yeah, I'll kind of shake all of my gear, my backpack, my sledgehammer, my weapons, my trident. I'll kind of stretch my arms up where you can see I've doctored my wounds. Blink my big light green eye. Yes, we are here to make our fortune and maybe even help rid the Barrowmaze of evil, great evil. All in the name of Saint Yig, of course. And then I'll bow to them, of course.
And he says, that is great to hear. We get many people coming down to the barrows, but few men of faith and fewer still of your race. We are glad to have you here among us. Tell us, are your companions devout men as well?
They are devoted to our cause, which is exploring the mounds. I cannot speak for their faith directly. They are not here. That would tell you something about their faith.
I suppose so. It is a dark place. We in the church have known for ages that the barrows were once the holy ground of that, or the unholy ground rather, of the god of death.
Nurgle.
Nergal, yes.
Yeah, I'll close my large eye and grimace at the sound of at this. Yes, and now I find myself trying to earn my keep among this wasted land. Do you know of such powers of that can animate the dead?
Yes, we've heard rumors in the village of the dead walking at night.
What do you know
Strangely,
of glowing gems that animate the dead? Have you heard of such things?
no, I have not, but we are amazed at hearing the news that things seem to be worse at the barrows. Our high pontiffs at the capital have received visions over the last decade or so that there was strife and there was strife in the underworld,
Mm-hmm.
and that the sons of the god of death, dread Orcus and Set, had deposed their father. We dared hope that, in these strange times, perhaps even death may die. So,
We can only hope.
as far as the visions our holy church has had, the god Nergal seems to be no more, and yet things Things dwell in the dark.
There
Be
are-
careful, my son. Over years and centuries, many of the faith have gone, sometimes singly, like brave Palantis, who braved the dark, bearing his holy mace, and never returned.
Like my friend Grimwolf today.
Yes.
Thank you for your service, and I will leave you now in peace, for your work is done. And I'll bow and step back, and then walk out to greet them in the town center.
Okay. So, Nagion, it's 11. Do you guys need to stop? Do you want to go a few minutes over? No, you need to stop everything.
Yeah.
It's a perfect place. Perfect place.
Yeah.
Outstanding. All right, we'll have to do some carousing next time.
That's right. That's right. And if you need to buy something, equipment, or
Right.
talk to more townspeople. The brother Othar does say, you're free to come back anytime
Excellent.
and chat. Right. So,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good, man. That was deadly.
Yeah.
That was deadly. I'm down to 7 hit points, so I could have got real ugly there.
I
Yeah.
love that playing raw means the GM rolls in the
Yep,
open,
yep.
except for secret stuff.
Sure.
Right?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I love it.
Yeah, poor Grimble got it raw too, so there you go.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So I've been thinking I'll tally XPs for today's
Okay.
session, and let's just if you do anything for the game, I guess we take just bump it to 100%, right? So
Okay.
maybe take twice whatever bonus we get. I don't
Okay.
know.
I just added Thelonious' picture to the character sheet. So
Yeah,
Yeah. We
Okay.
see it.
that's great. Yeah.
Oh, and as an aside, whenever I play act like tucking away gold or whatever, I'm going to spend all that, and it's going to be distributed evenly
Oh,
for
okay.
everybody. It's all for character.
Okay.
Yeah. In other words, anything he spends, we all get credit for.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
It's going to be
I
distributed out.
love the way that we're in character because Nathan automatically assumed it shows that people judge others by what they're thinking, right?
Yeah.
That Donald wanted to keep an eye on him, and no, Donald was like, this is a strange town. We got this expensive stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want this guy who
That's
gets
right.
mugged. He's not a online fighter.
I'm
He's
still like,
I don't
oh,
need
you
you.
want to watch
Yeah.
me? Go watch the door.
Donald suffers from the thief is not the thief you must worry about, right?
Yeah.
They get the character
And
flavor.
Nathan wanted to keep gold, right? He was thinking, I don't want him to get mugged in
Right,
this weird time.
right. That's right.
So the way I'm treating this is, if you take the gold out of the dungeon, it's XP, right?
Oh, sure,
So it
absolutely.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter
Yeah.
the exchange rate, right? So for every 200 pieces now you got 180.
Yeah.
But that's the gold that you can spend.
Right,
You still
right.
got 200 XP from taking the gold out of the dungeon.
Right.
And
Right.
I'll add up the total coinage, and at the beginning of the next session, I'll give you the rundown on what we each have. I have it written all down.
Yeah.
I did a spreadsheet on the Google Drive that you might check it.
Okay.
And we
I'll
can.
check it and compare
Now,
it.
I guess we can double, check it against each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, do you want us to it live do our shopping, or do you care if I tell you in the Discord or in the Google chat that I'm just buying torches and whatever?
Yeah, it's probably worth just doing it by chat. I don't think
Yeah,
there might
yeah.
be, unless you want to talk to the people.
Yeah, I mean, we could still do that, but like just getting my torches back up to snuff and my rations, things like that. I figure,
right. Just send me
just
a note
spin the
or
gold.
something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could probably have a little before the next one. Have a little sit.
Yeah.
Out,
And
and chew the
again,
fat or whatever.
Well, we're definitely
Yeah,
going to have to. We're going to have to interview better men at arms than Nagion brought, because they're both dead.
Well, Felonious is working on it.
Nagion did not.
They
Did not.
served their purpose.
He just took whoever was willing to come. Right. We're gonna have to let Donald interview our next men at arms.
Yeah.
So
found wanting.
So my idea here is that most of the people in the tavern, those are henchmen.
Right.
Those are level
right.
1 henchmen,
Yeah,
right?
right.
If you can still get hirelings
Yeah.
from the guild, right? But those will be, just give them a name and,
Sure,
and we'll, you
sure.
know.
But aren't the-
I'll
aren't the
generate
henchmen, like-
I'll generate a few hirelings
okay.
from with the meat shield thing that Gillespie set up, which is awesome.
Yeah.
But those are actual henchmen, level
Right,
1,
right.
that you can hire.
Which
You know,
probably
wizard.
cost a little more, right?
I think they work for shares.
Oh, right, right.
You know,
You get a
if
percentage.
you add
Okay.
them in,
Okay.
you
That's
don't
better.
have to pay them, but you do have
Yeah.
to split experience with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Okay.
Men at arms start with negative 1,500 XP.
Yeah.
Man at arms, yes, but
Men at arms,
henchmen
Our
Henchmen
actual level 1 characters.
are actual level 1 characters. They're just
Well, they don't
level 1
fight.
NPCs, right?
And I'm guessing that when we're first level, technically we should be getting hirelings, right?
Oh, yeah.
Hire you.
I can't imagine a henchman following another, you
And,
know.
and probably
They
the
don't
first
know.
level,
They
if
don't
we
know what
still
level
hire-
we are.
Well, if you ask your paladin friend to lie for you, you're screwed.
They don't know what level I am.
The best investment in gold is initially get as many hirelings as you can,
Yeah.
then plate mail on those hirelings, and that may help you survive to where you can get henchmen.
There you go.
That's kind of the
Yeah.
sequence, right?
All right. Well,
Which
I
reminds me-
listen. I want someone I
which
can
reminds-
boss around.
Which reminds me, there's 2 things that now that you're going to do shopping that might be useful.
Uh-huh.
The Dwarven Smith,
Right.
Barrel Gut, sells broadswords.
Okay.
Those are like the local thing.
Right.
They're cheaper. They're 8 pieces of gold each.
Wow.
Because normally it's 10, but he sells them for 8.
Okay.
And the other note is he can do armors and stuff, but no plate mail.
Right.
Can't do plate. If you need plate, you need to go over to the Iron Guard Mott, which
Right.
is like the local capital, right where the lord
Okay.
of the realm is. There, it's a bigger town. You can get armor there,
Okay.
but that's a week's. That's not a week travel. It's like
Yeah,
a couple
right,
of days.
right.
It's a couple
Wow.
of days travel. I'm just because Jose mentioned buying plate mail for the NPCs. Well, buy something else. The armor
We
you can get
we
it.
can't afford it for ourselves yet, so much later.
Yeah. Right.
Good point. Good point.
We can borrow it from the moneylender.
All right,
we
guys.
can go into hot.
All right,
but
guys.
we'll see you, Dave.
Guys, have a good night.
Great game, guys.
Thank you,
Great
Dave.
game.
Yeah, it was
All right, talk to
great.
you guys later.
We'll have to borrow money to put plate mail on the henchman.
Yeah, but
There's
what I was saying is that the logical money expenditure for first level characters is hire as many hirelings as you can. Then when you get more gold,
Yeah.
it's better to have a hireling with plate mail and a good weapon
Yeah.
than a first level henchman.
Oh yeah.
It's a better money investment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you want your hirelings with plate mail and halberds, and then
Yeah. Yeah.
you can start hiring henchmen.
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. We want fodder. That's
Send in the
that is
Irish.
hard. That's hard to hit and does damage.
Yeah.
Send in the Irish. The debt costs nothing.
That was a load of fun, guys.
Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Can't wait. And
I'll take a drink to Grimwolf's memory, Jorge. That was a brave death.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm
That
glad you did
door
some
came down.
crawling and some RP as well. I think
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
time well spent.
That door came down, and I immediately went, "Oh shit, Grimwolf!" Because I already knew Grimwolf was beat up. I said, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
I don't think Grimwolf's gonna make it." When that door dropped behind us, I said, "Oh shit, there goes Grimwolf."
Yeah. Yeah, the thing that really bothers me is there's no treasure in there. It's like,
No,
oh
right,
god,
right.
man, this is a
But see, that's
evil.
that's
Yeah,
an example. That's an example of a trap not causing the damage, but the trap putting you in a situation where you can suffer damage, right? So that's like a live trap, which is kind of cool, right? As opposed to just a block falling on your head or something.
And it was
Right.
great
Yeah.
that Dora found the lever, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, she
Yeah.
got the one. It's like,
Yeah.
and I kept rolling every single
turn,
round.
yeah.
It's like, oh my god, 5,
What's
6,
going
no.
Yeah, I thought, well, if we're just stuck in here, I'll break out the sledgehammer and I'll bring the door down. And then he said there were skeletons coming through the door. I'm like, oh, shoot, I won't be doing that.
Right.
Yeah, that was awesome description, too, as you described them coming through the dark hole in the wall. It was great.
Because when I read the trap, it's like they're in the dark. There's nothing. There's no torchbearer, right? And I'm like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And then I had the vision of, both they'll see the skeletons coming in. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
So
great.
yeah,
great fun, great fun.
Yes,
outstanding. Indeed. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Next Wednesday, right?
Yes.